Now, bye.
All right. So, the business here is calling in because I guess you're asking their patients' info. Like,
Oh, I'm just asking them questions. If I go, do you want to answer a few questions? And they say yes, and I go.
So you're asking the people, is it okay?
Yeah, they roll their window down. They look at me. I say hi. I go, you know, do you have time for a couple questions?
Gotcha. Okay.
So, as far as I understand, we're on city property. It's open to the public. Unless they build a wall up and they want their privacy, they get none.
Well,
and
let me correct you on that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. They are a medical company that's providing some type of medical care for people. Okay.
Correct.
So, if you get close up and hearing personal information, that's a HIPAA violation.
Okay.
Right.
So what? How long can I spend in jail for a HIPAA violation?
That's not for me to determine, man.
Okay. So there's.
I'm not here. Hold on, sir. I'm talking to you respectfully.
Yeah. No,
I'm trying to figure this out, right?
Yeah.
They want you trespassed.
Okay.
They don't want you near their little area.
Yeah.
They said that they rent where those boxes are and the cars are.
Yep.
All the way back to where these little cones are. That's their little area.
Okay.
All right. Plus the parking area.
Okay.
So that's what they rent. They are a company. They technically can trespass people. All right. So I'm asking you kindly if you could just stay away from their business.
Okay.
If you want to record from a distance, you can.
No,
I don't.
I mean, honestly, like, if you guys are law enforcement, right? So let's just say they do rent this area out. They need to put up rope, barricades. Well, show me their lines.
They don't. They don't need to do that.
Kane, what's your badge number?
They don't need to do that.
Kane, what's your badge number? You're lying right now because your eyes are closed. I can tell. You are. You don't
I
know.
feel like arguing with you.
You're not gonna. There's no argument. So there's law enforcement and there's feelings enforcement.
You're trying to tell us what is the law.
Well, what is the law?
The law is that they have rented out the space and they are allowed to trespass people from that.
Okay,
space.
so they rented out my space. This is my space.
It's the city's space.
Correct. Who owns it? Who owns this space?
The city of Peoria.
Which is the people. I'm the city of Peoria.
Yes.
So this is my space. But
they have rented it out. So
that's fine. That's fine.
This is still something you can go.
So
on.
show me their area they rented out. That's all I'm asking.
You just pointed out.
I just explained it to you.
No, I know, but you said that parking lot and over here.
They got a permit to be here, right?
Yeah, right.
She just talked to me. An employee from the company just told me what they rented.
Yeah, you're law enforcement.
Okay.
I want specifics.
I just told you.
What's the specifics?
So stay away from where their patients are.
So what
all
if
the
I?
way to where these cones
So what if
are.
I get on the other side of that curb, right next to the rocks, which is closer than where I was at before? That would be city property, not on their rented space, and I'm closer than I was before.
This lot goes to the sidewalk. So if you're on the sidewalk, completely fine. If you want to holler,
the other thing, sir, too, is if you're hearing, would you want? I don't know if you have a family or not. If your family is trying to get medical treatment, would you want your family being recorded by some individual of all their personal information, date of birth, address, what they're here for?
If I was on public property, and that was happening, that situation. Sure, fine.
Okay.
I understand the law. They're on my property.
Okay.
They're doing a test that I paid for. I paid for that test. You've paid for that test. We've all paid for that test right there.
Okay.
No one's paying for that test but tax dollars of us.
We're not arguing that.
So I have a right to know what my tax dollars is doing. As close as I can get or not, they can rent it out. But that's my property.
Well, you've already figured out what they're doing.
No, I know what they're doing.
COVID testing.
Yeah.
Hear me out, because this is how this argument's going, and I understand what you're trying to get at, and I understand the point you're trying to make. I really do. Okay. Your tax dollars also go to funding the military, correct?
Yeah.
Does that mean you have access to the military bases if you are not a member of the military?
No, you know why?
No.
They have restriction signs.
And so do they.
No, they don't.
Just put that up.
They have no. There's. Show me a restriction sign.
Not a sign. They just told you they don't want you here. That is their restriction to you.
But no, that is not. It's not.
It is, dude.
No, it's not. No. See, I could.
Hard time.
Look, I have a family to go back to. This is fun. No, but in my younger days, I'd walk right over there, and you guys would probably do nothing at this point. You can't do anything. But I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to risk getting, I mean, you can trespass me from public property, kind of, but not really. I mean, that would be going against my First Amendment rights.
It would not.
You would probably lose quality. you would probably lose qualified immunity at that point.
No,
right.
that would
if
have
you want,
you
know what? We don't need to go down that road. If you want it,
but I could. But I could.
Is that the battle you want to fight today?
But yeah, I mean, like, why not? Like, why are we living? This is why
you're arguing some
why we live in
pretty big topics, huh?
Well, it's either law or feelings.
I don't disagree with what your feelings are towards things about your tax dollars and you want to have the right to know and all that stuff. Don't disagree with that at all.
I mean,
hey,
they can rent it all they want.
What's your name? I'm sorry, my name's Mike. What's your name?
I'm not going to give it now.
Sir, sir, fine.
It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Sir.
Big Red.
All right. Big Red.
Big Red. I like that.
You can't be there. You already explained to me. This is where their rental space ends. They rented out this portion of the parking lot to the end there. There are signs that say COVID testing and everything else around there. They don't want you over there. They don't want you speaking with the patients. They don't want you going up asking them for interviews. All right? Please respect their wishes.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
I understand it's tough.
It's tough. It's tough.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
we're
not going to go back and forth with you, man. You know,
no, I know you're not.
If we leave and we get another call for you again, and they told you that you can't be there, you can't be on the area that they rented, and they find that you've done that, we're gonna be having another conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all we will have is a conversation.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
I'm trying to be respectful.
No, you guys are fine. You guys are totally fine.
Be respectful.
You guys are just trying your best. You're doing fine. But, you know, do I find it lawful? No. I mean, I'll go down to where that their little hut ends down there. You see that?
I don't care where you are, as long as it is not.
So you don't care if I ask anybody any questions over on that side?
If people are willing to stop their vehicle and talk with you,
yeah,
I guess that's their prerogative, right?
Okay.
But again, they are renting all the way through where the trees are in that dumpster. That is what they've rented from there all the way to the parking lot over to here.
Okay.
That's their rented area.
Can you show me that, like legally, like somehow? I know, I know. Yeah, but you can't just make it up. I need proof. Like, can I request this information?
I'm not going to show you.
Does the city of Peoria have this information?
I'm going to take the word from the individual that came up and spoke with us.
All right. Can you get who's a sergeant? You got a sergeant?
Yep.
Who's a sergeant?
Paulson.
Where's he at?
No idea.
Okay. Can you get him on the horn and see if you guys have that information? Because you don't have it. You don't have it. He doesn't have it. I need to know the area they rented. No, that you just made it up. You have no proof.
She told us.
No, she doesn't know. You didn't talk to her. She called, and you came. You know, I came over.
Correct.
Right. So, do they have the paperwork? Does the city have it? Can I go and request it from the city?
The city probably has it somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's probably on, if they're renting a space, it's on file somewhere. Yeah.
Contract somewhere.
Of course.
I mean, do they have it like roped off to like they have so many parking spaces?
I have no idea.
That's what I'm asking.
The word of what the employee told me.
Yeah, but they don't know. They just want me out of here because I'm being a human being and asking questions.
That employee, she's called her boss, and her boss explained things to her. That is why I'm here.
So on hearsay, that is what we're at. We're at that. Would you agree that that's true or not true?
It's not hearsay, okay? I have an employee of a company telling me.
Is that like swatting somebody? You know what swatting is?
Yes, I know what swatting.
Swatting's
I'm not going to have this conversation with you.
No,
I don't know why you're going down that path. This has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
But if I call and I give you the whole thing.
He's already kind of talked to you. We're going to drive away.
Okay.